Hello, motherfuckers. What's happening, hellraisers and harlots? Hey there, all my bad bitches and unproblematic niggas up, down, and all around the internet. It's the one, the only, Kimber Shan. Don't call me Kim Ho. It's okay to be extra because I tell it like it is. And welcome to A Quickie with Kimber Shan, the show that gives you the facts, the foolery, the fuck ups, tells you something, and drop some Kimspiration all in 20 minutes or less. Because who doesn't love a quickie? Happy Monday, everybody. I'm in a mood today, so you know I got my shades on because I can't see you hoes. And you know, I'm repping my city today, Atlanta, motherfucking Georgia, because I'm missing it. You know, it's Labor Day weekend, a weekend that's known to be turned the fuck up in Atlanta. You know, it's Black Pride weekend. We're here when we're queer. It's fucking Luda Day weekend. It's the weekend of the all white parties. It's the weekend where everybody is turned the fuck up. So it's a good time. Shout out to my city. I love my city and I'm missing it right now bad. Okay. So let's jump right into facts, foolery, and fuck ups. Now, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. All the stories is boring. Like, I don't give a fuck about 95% of the shit that they talking about in the blogs. Like, it's just not doing shit for me. Like, I don't give a fuck about Boosie arguing with Young Blue. I don't give a fuck about the bitches from Real Housewives. What's her name? Drew Sidora or Candy arguing on the internet. Like, I just think it's all bullshit. Like, I don't think I'll ever understand arguing on the internet with people when you got their phone number. Like, it's crazy. Why involve everybody? Why have everybody knowing your fucking personal business when you can call or text this fucking person and have that conversation? Like, it's weird as fuck. Like, is it an attention thing? Do you just want fucking attention? Like, if I have an issue with you and you have my number, you don't think it's weird that you choose to bring it to the internet to address it? Like, how could I ever trust anybody if you feel like everything you do, you got to bring to the fucking internet? You want to put my personal shit online? It's weirdo behavior. And I will never understand why people that know each other in real life and have each other's phone numbers choose to do that bullshit on the internet. I mean, it keeps us entertained, no doubt. But in the real world, in a real way, it's just bullshit. Because if you had any respect for this person, you wouldn't air they shit out online. Point blank, bottom line. So it's just like, I don't fuck with that at all. Like, it really fucking bothers me when you can just call somebody or send a fucking text message. It's fucking weird. But yeah, these stories really ain't giving, but I will say a story that is giving, okay? It is September 4th, okay? It is a special day. It is a blessed day. It is a holiday. In case you did not know, September 4th is the day that Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter was born. So happy birthday to my queen. It's B-Day, the real fucking B-Day. September 4th. She is performing today in LA. And, you know, I'm still wishing upon a star that I magically manifest some tickets. So if you see me there, just know my manifestation worked, bitch, because I would love to celebrate B-Day at the motherfucking Renaissance. I'm just putting it out there. If anybody want to send me a ticket, the concert is today. Just let me know, because I promise you I'll be there 3 hours early if you let me. Okay? So something I saw that just really got to me is another person over the weekend passed away from drowning in goddamn Lake Lanier. A lake in my city, well, outside the city. It's in Georgia, Lake Lanier. This lake has so much history of taking lives, and everybody, you know, that's in Atlanta or from Atlanta knows somebody or a story of someone they know that has lost their life to this goddamn lake. Why you niggas continue to go there, I will never fucking know and I will never understand. But y'all need to shut that goddamn lake down. This is the 8th person this summer that has drowned in that fucking lake, and it constantly, continuously, every fucking year for as long as I can remember, people have been drowning in that fucking lake and nobody's doing anything about it. Just shut it down. Don't y'all see the spirits are fed the fuck up? If you don't know the history of Lake Lanier, I would say do a couple of Googles and you'll be quick to find out there's a very dark history. It's a city. There was a city underneath it where a lot of black people lived. There's history of slaves. There's so much bad history, but they flooded the city to make the fucking lake. Yeah, flooded a whole goddamn city with people, and it's literally like y'all be out there on y'all little boats turning up and riding jet skis and shit, and next thing you know, somebody is gone. Stop it. End it. Close the fucking lake down. Because these stories are out of control. And I know not everybody believes in spirits and shit, but I believe there's something seriously wrong there. And that's why this shit continues to happen. I know people drown all the fucking time, but the fact that in Lake Lanier, I've heard people say they got in there and something was pulling them down, or just like, I hear so many fucking stories. That's why you will never catch me there. I've been invited every summer. I get fucking invited to Lake Lanier. And guess what I say every time? Fuck no. Because baby, they ain't about to get me shit. I wouldn't even get in the lake, but just even being there, I have a fucking problem with, because you supporting the goddamn problem. Stay the fuck away from Lake Lanier. Just stop, because the lake continues to claim our lives. People, come on. We need to close that shit the fuck down. But another story that I kind of touched on the last episode, but because we were pushed for time, you know, at the studio, they don't fucking play about the timing. So I just had to circle back to this because this bitch deserves a dragging. Erica Mena. Now, I went back and looked at the video, and I'm sure everybody's heard by now that she called Spice a monkey. And I've seen conversations, I've seen people say things, but this is what I have to say about it. I don't care what the situation is. The moment that you decide to be racist, to be colorist, to be a problem, you already felt that way. Regardless of her saying your son doesn't like you, which may be a true fact, you decided to take it to a racist point because you already fucking felt like that. Think about it. When you in an argument, you're not gonna say no shit that you didn't already think or have in your mind at some fucking point. At some point, she had already thought, oh, you're a monkey. Oh, you're a black monkey. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bitch, you're racist as fuck. You're colorist as fuck. And you're a part of the fucking problem. And I hate to be that person, but this happens so much with bitches like Erica Mena. She's Puerto Rican, and even though y'all love to date niggas, fuck on niggas all day, the blackest niggas, y'all will be with them, but y'all hate black women. Y'all really fucking do. Y'all love our niggas, but y'all hate us. And I've heard y'all talk shit about us or like talk down on us, but any chance you get, the first thing you want to do is call somebody black or a monkey or some other racist bullshit. And it's like, bitch, you couldn't think of any other insult. You had to take it to that level of colorism. You're a trashy, raggedy, stank bitch, and you're washed the fuck up. Like, nobody cares about you anymore. Shit, I don't know if anybody ever fucking cared about you, but your days is numbered, bitch. And the most recent update on this story is that she actually has been fired from Love and Hip Hop from all the backlash of her saying that. And people are saying, oh, Love and Hip Hop set her up. She shouldn't have said it anyway. They aired it. They set her up. They knew what she said. They didn't have to air it, and then wouldn't have been on this backlash. But the point is, let her show her ugliness. Let us see who that bitch really is and who she's always been. She's always been a racist and colorist, because if not, she wouldn't have said that bullshit. So she can go straight to hell. And anybody that feels that same way or supports her, y'all can go to hell too, because the root of the problem is anti-blackness. That's always the root of the fucking problem. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong in y'all's brains, but racism is racism no matter how the fuck you spell it, say it, feel it. It's fucking racist. And I don't fuck with that shit, and I never will. So that is all for facts, foolery, and fuck ups. So let's move on to my next segment. Let me tell you something. And let me tell you something, you know, lately I've been feeling like I'm in an era where it's all about taking my power back. Like for a long time, I feel like I live my life just letting things happen to me versus controlling and creating my life the way that I wanted it to be. And I feel like that change so far as you being intentional about your life, that shit just, it starts with you deciding you want to take your power back. So I'm calling this my taking my motherfucking power back era. And I'm literally going to jump head the fuck first in it because I think it's about that time. You know, I reflect a lot about life and about success and where I want to be and what I want and what I want to do. I reflect all the time. And I really feel like for so long, I just let life happen to me versus being actively controlling and creating where my life goes. And it comes to a point where you're just like, I want to be intentional with my life. I want to be in control of my life. I don't want to blame other people for the things that are going on in my life. I'm responsible for my life. So the first thing I have to do is take my fucking power back. Like, what is something that you've been putting off? What is something that you've been afraid to do? And you could just take a step towards that. And that could be your first step towards getting your power back. Like, and the thing is, it's so empowering when you feel like you are an active participant in what happens to you. You feel empowered, you feel in control. Like, if there's something you've been putting off and you take the initiative to just do something to take your power back. And it doesn't even have to be any big thing, but just saying, I'm going to be more intentional with my life. Just think about what that looks like to you. Like, I know I've struggled to make a lot of decisions, but I decided that I was going to look at things from like my higher self point of view. Like, if my higher self, what would my higher self do in this scenario? What would my higher self do to get my power back? What would Kimber 5 years down the line want me to do today that she would thank me for? That's how you start to take power and take responsibility and take control for your life. Like, I know God has control. He is the ultimate control, but you can co-create the life you want along with God. You can have a say-so in your destiny. It's literally all down to us deciding that we want to take our power back and be intentional about the life that we live. You can be the co-creator in your life right along with God, and you can take ownership of your life and you can take your power back and create the life that you always wanted. I know all the like manifestation gurus and the law of attraction gurus, they always say you can create your own life. And that's true. But the first step is deciding that you want to take your power back. The first step is being intentional about the life that you want. You are the director. You are the creator. You can write whatever story you want to write. And it all comes down to deciding that I want to take my power back. So in my power back era, you know, I'm making some big boy changes. I'm doing shit that I'm afraid to do, essentially. But I'm going to do it because this is my time to take my power back and create the life that I want intentionally. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, and I hope that it hits home and you decide to do some things to take the power back in your life. Whether it's, you know, your relationship, you don't feel empowered or you want to make some changes so far as that. Whether it's your job, you can quit that job, find something else. Whether it's your style, your wardrobe, you want to be intentional about the way you look or the way that you dress, you can take control of your life and turn it into what you want it to be. So let's move on to my last segment called Kimspiration, where I drop some knowledge on y'all. And in lieu of what I just talked about in Let Me Tell You Something, my Kimspiration for today is you have to let go of who you once were to become who you are supposed to be. And what that means is, I just feel like it was so in line with what I said, but you really just have to be willing to make that change and take that first step. And that's really all it is. So that wraps up a quickie for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, follow at a Quickie Pod, follow at the Kimber Shan Show everywhere, and check out the YouTube channel. And remember my 3 principles: love yourself, respect yourself, and accept yourself. Bye.